The elevator that never stops. The office was empty. The dim hum of fluorescent lights cast a cold glow over the rows of unoccupied desks. Their computers dark, chairs neatly pushed in. The large windows of the 47th floor reflected nothing but the night. The cityscape a sea of twinkling lights far below. Daniel Carter rubbed his eyes, exhaustion sinking into his bones. It was past midnight, and he had been the last one to leave for weeks now. He saved his work, packed his laptop into his briefcase, and grabbed his coat. The office felt different at this hour, too still. He crossed the quiet expanse of cubicles and stepped into the hallway, his polished shoes clicking against the marble floors. The stainless steel elevator doors gleamed under the dim glow of emergency lighting, their surface slightly smudged with fingerprints from the countless employees who used them daily. Daniel pressed the button. A faint hum, a mechanical groan. The numbers above flickered as the elevator ascended from the lower floors. Ding! The doors slid open, empty.
He stepped inside, adjusting his briefcase in his grip.
The button panel glowed softly in front of him. He pressed L for the lobby. The doors whispered shut. With a soft jolt, the elevator began its descent. Past the lobby, Daniel watched the numbers tick down. 46, 45, 44. The familiar mechanical whir filled the enclosed space, the soft vibration of movement steady beneath his feet. His mind drifted, already imagining the relief of stepping into his car, the drive home, the cool touch of his bedsheets. 15, 14, 30. The descent continued, uninterrupted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The elevator did not slow. The panel's digital display flashed B1, then B2. A small frown creased Daniel's brow. He hadn't pressed any basement levels. B3, B4, B5, the numbers kept going. A subtle tension settled in his chest. The hum of the elevator remained steady, but something felt wrong. B10, B15, 20. The numbers on the panel grew stranger. -27, -35, -42. His breath quickened. He pressed the L button again, harder this time. Then the emergency stop. The buttons did not respond. The descent continued. The temperature in the elevator shifted colder. The polished steel walls seemed darker than before, as if the light inside was dimming, stretching. Then, suddenly, the numbers disappeared. The screen went blank. The elevator stopped. The silence was suffocating. Then, with a slow, dragging motion, the doors slid open. The floor that shouldn't exist. A dim, red-tinged light flooded into the elevator, stretching long, eerie shadows across the floor. The air that seeped in was thick, wet like the humidity before a storm. Daniel hesitated. He did not step forward, did not move. The hallway before him stretched endlessly. The walls were dark stone, rough and uneven, not like an office basement at all. The ceiling was low, too low, as if pressing downward, creating a crushing weight. The light source was unclear, but a deep crimson glow pulsed from somewhere far down the hall, like the faint heartbeat of something ancient. The air smelled wrong, like damp earth and something metallic, something that reminded him of blood. A faint sound broke the silence. Footsteps, not from inside the elevator. From down the hall, slow, deliberate, moving toward him. A shape emerged from the distant shadows. Daniel's breath caught. It was him, or something that looked like him. The figure was identical, same suit, same tie, same face, but wrong. Its limbs were too long, its head tilted at a natural angle, as if it had never learned the proper way to hold itself. Then, slowly, too slowly, it smiled. Not a normal smile. A wide smile, one that stretched beyond the limits of the human mouth, splitting open as if its skin were merely a mask stretched too tight. The thing raised one hand, fingers curling in a beckoning motion. Daniel stumbled back, slamming his fist against the closed door button. Nothing happened. The thing stepped closer. Its footsteps were too loud, echoing in the hallway like something far heavier than a man. Its eyes' black, endless voids never left him. Daniel's heartbeat thundered in his ears. The closed door button finally responded. The doors shuddered as they began to slide shut. For a moment, he thought he had escaped. Then, a hand shot through the gap. The fingers wrapped around the edge of the door. Too long, too many joints. The skin, once identical to his own, split open where the pressure of the door crushed it, revealing something dark, writhing beneath. The thing laughed. Not a human laugh. A sound like cracking bones, like the scraping of stone against metal. Daniel screamed. Then, the doors slammed shut. The elevator lurched upward. The return? Daniel collapsed against the wall, chest heaving, hands shaking uncontrollably. The air inside the elevator felt thin, the light flickering as the car rushed back up. The panel flickered to life again. 42, minus 35, 27, B10, B3, 1. The elevator stopped. The doors opened. The familiar glow of the lobby met his eyes. Bright, normal, the sound of people talking, of desk attendants working. As if nothing had happened. Daniel stumbled forward, his legs barely holding him up. A few guests glanced at him as he staggered toward the front doors, his breath ragged, his face pale. The hotel lobby was exactly the same as when he had entered the elevator. The doorman greeted guests, the concierge smiled, the world outside bustled as usual. But, as Daniel stepped onto the sidewalk, he caught his reflection in the glass doors.
His suit was rumpled, his tie slightly askew. His hands still shook, but his mouth was smiling. He wasn't smiling, his reflection was. Too wide, too stretched.
And then his reflection raised its hand and waved. The doors behind him slid shut. If you love this video, please don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.